Hi again everyone, Scott Player Popcorn fan here, and in this video, I just finished watching the first 3 episodes of Peacemaker, which is on HBO Max, and it's a spin-off slash sequel show of The Suicide Squad, directed by James Gunn, and, because with the character of Peacemaker, he's a lot like Captain America. He has, superhuman strength, and he thinks he's doing what he's doing is good, even though he's very twisted and demented, and he has very crude humor. And in the Suicide Squad movie, I just felt like his character felt very one note. They didn't really do a whole lot to flesh out his character in the Suicide Squad movie. So for him to get his own show, I think they did a decent enough job of having us understand his mentality a little bit, and also grounding his mentality a little bit, even though he's still John Cena's performance as a character. It's very entertaining because of his crude humor, and throughout these first 3 episodes, we get to learn a little bit more about him, because we get to see his dad, played by Robert Patrick, who I'm sure a lot of you know. That are Terminator fans. Robert Patrick played the T-1000 in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. So it's always nice to see Robert Patrick. I think he's a great actor. I know he appeared on The Walking Dead, and I've seen him in a few other things. And it's just nice to see him again in a show like this. And seeing him and John Cena act together was kind of fun. And also, a lot of the supporting cast. There's one character in particular, Vigilante. He reminds me of Deadpool a lot. Just with the way he talks and the way he sounds. He almost sounds like Ryan Reynolds, but no, it's a different actor. It's a different character, Vigilante. He reminds me of Deadpool though. Which, leading into what I'm saying about this show as a whole, a lot of the dark, crude humor of this show does remind me of Deadpool, not to an extent that it breaks the fourth wall, but there's a lot of dark humor, similar to what James Gunn is known for with his Suicide Squad movie and with the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. A lot of that sort of, transitions into this show, and it's just an enjoyable watch from beginning to end throughout these first 3 episodes that I have watched. And there's this sort of plot thread, the main threat of this season of this show. It gets very science fiction-y. At first I was thinking like a vampire, but it wasn't that. It was something a lot more extraterrestrial, I guess you could say. So once you get to that 3rd episode, you start to see more clues as to what this thing is, this main threat. And then at the very end of the episode, it kind of makes you think of a plague almost. And it's interesting what they're doing with the story, kind of reflecting the pandemic a little, in a way. But it's interesting, to say the least. And there's one character in particular in this government group that Peacemaker is working with. You learn a little bit more about her. She's the new recruit of the team, and there's this interesting twist with her character that I don't want to spoil, that connects back to the Suicide Squad movie, which it's rather interesting. And overall, it's a very interesting show, because Peacemaker, he's not a hero, because he's killed people, he's done a lot of bad things, I guess he's kind of like an anti-hero, I guess you could say. And he just, he's like Captain America, as I've said, but in a very twisted, demented way. He's a bit of a not so clean of a guy with his mouth. And just overall, if you're someone that enjoys dark humor in stories like the Suicide Squad, or say Deadpool, or even The Boys on Amazon Prime, you'll definitely get a lot of enjoyment out of this. It's on HBO Max, and it's a show that is definitely worth watching for a lot of people that prefer like a dark humor and more satirical kind of commentary, I guess you could say, within the superhero genre, and definitely something worth watching. And I'm not, like I've done for all my TV shows on my channel, I'm gonna do a full season review of this show when it's done airing. And yeah, that should do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Peace.